Principles. We all talk about it, or we hear about it, or go attend those sessions where they talk about it. What core principle or principles mean to you? Is it something that you have grown up with, or is it something that you acquired during the growing up phase? If you have acquired it while in your growing up phase, is that something that you actually envied upon, or is it something that gave you benefit, or is it something that made you feel comfortable with you being with your own self? If that is too much for you to listen to, it is important that we listen to it at least now. I mean, let's not park it anymore for the future. Principles actually define who we are and what we are. A principle can be, for example, a disciplined life. By saying so, it is not about curbing all the beautiful things. It is not putting those good things that actually help you to go ahead. It is something that will help you to grow your business. It is something that will make you grow as an individual who is in peace with his or her own self. End of the day, it matters. We might build kingdom, we might build ecosystem, we might build community, or we might build yet another planet. But for all these things to happen, we are the reason. And for all these things to be there throughout, or what we talk as sustainability, I think these core discipline or core principle values is what helps us. For example, when I talk about discipline, even it could be that one particular time that you devote, come may what, for yourself to read or to write or to sketch or to paint or to take that walk also. How do you feel when you miss this? When you're used to doing it something every day, and couple of days you just miss it, do you feel miserable about it? I mean, that is yet another topic that we can talk about. It is about dealing with all those emotions too. But a light or a little bit of a deviation from what we have been doing is what we call it as deviation from being disciplined. Having a discipline definitely helps us to build the core principles. Principle in itself is a core value. What is core principle, if you ask me? It is beautiful to use that word, and I feel it has more gravity. It will sink in to each and every cell of our body and help, in terms of passing it across throughout our body in the form of an information. When we miss following certain rituals and when we miss following certain systems and process in our life or day-to-day business, wherever we go, once or twice it could be a bit of a relaxation. But is that relaxation at the cost of money? At the cost of time? Time, of course, is money. At the cost of your peace and happiness. Many a times, as a child, we would have taken a lot of these pleasures in terms of, putting things aside or doing things later. Well, we do that even now for that matter. At that point in time, we didn't think about anything else. We might have, missed our regular chore or rather the regular chores of work for that matter. But as a child, we immediately got back to our line and we continued being in that particular moment, completing our homework or completing those projects. Even if we didn't study, we did study at least just before the exam. But as an adult, these little values or these little discipline that we've been following has taken on for what we call it as something back burner. A spark ignites the fire. What we call it as back burner, I mean, it would not let us run anymore. Why am I talking about this? Yeah, let me clear my throat. Why am I talking about these core business or rather core principles and values? It's really, really important at work, at home, anywhere. When we are running a business or a venture, our own company, or even when we are associated with an organization. The organization and our customer or client give us money not only because of whom we are, but it is based on the promises, it is based on the return on the investment they have made with us. It is the promise in terms of the commitment, in terms of the turnover, in terms of turnaround time, how we gave, what they asked. All these things will help us build our business to the next level. Following basic chores, following uh, a time principle helps a lot. I don't know if this is the reason, you might hear a couple of organizations excelling really well because of the core values. Core values, yes. As we start delivering and giving the returns what we promised and we committed, we go back again and create more. We go back again, customize as per the requirement. Are we just giving those returns or the deliverables because of the pressure by our team manager, project manager, because of the customer? Yeah, it does happen a couple of times, but it shouldn't be a regular scenario. What happens is that we'll just give them the same kind of a product deliverables or services offering. And we don't give a chance to build that relationship into a rapport. And we don't get an opportunity to, customize our product to the next level. And we miss on so many things when we miss on the core value and principles, because these are the ones which will keep us intact with our vision. And if you ask me what is the vision that I'm working, well, more than working, I would call it as the something I've been breathing in, breathing out. Midlife or mid-career crisis is something most of us or many of us are currently experiencing. That's something which we have experienced and we went about creating something. That's exactly what I did. I didn't know I was battling with midlife, mid-career crisis. I didn't know that was the name for that battle that I was battling with. There was something in my mind to create something for myself. Exactly. It was an idea, it was a thought, and today it's an outcome, it's a brand. That's what I feel, like during the midlife or mid-career crisis or during the crisis, a challenging situation, there is definitely an opportunity ahead. Again, what gets us to identify that opportunity is that our commitment to the values and the principles that we stick on to. Because the values, principle, and the vision or the mission, what we call it as, will always bring us back to the right alignment and avoid those misalignments. That's how my venture, Mayaakatha, happened. It was one of these copy and conversation moment with my own self. Just grabbed a cup of a coffee and just let my thoughts flow. Tears rolled down. But I felt good about it. And here I am today, we're close to 5 years into the venture that I've been running. When I can do it, so can you. How about identifying those ideas that you have parked in your childhood or sometime in your lifetime? And it's staring at you, it's looking at you, and you're just avoiding looking at it. It's a car that you have parked, which is rusting, but for you, nobody else can give the life to it. Close your eyes for a moment. Just think, what are the other things that you have left in your timeline of life? Can you pick it up? Can you breathe in oxygen into it? Let it breathe out the carbon dioxide which has been stuffed all these years. How about giving a life to it? And there you are. with your ideas, which can grow into an outcome. And this is possible, again, going back to what I started, principles, values, which will help us get the vision and the mission. With that, saying a tata bye bye. This is Meera on Copy and Conversation show that you're listening to. I have lots more. I have lots more guests coming in this Copy and Conversation show. Be there. We'll be sharing an update soon. Thanks for all the messages and emails that you all have been sending. Blessed time to receive those emails. Happy to hear those feedback and the experiences that you have been sharing. How lovely it would be if you can just leave a star that you would associate with in the form of a rating on the platform that you're listening to, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. It would really help. Thank you. Bye bye.